Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today I am reviewing issue 11 of the 2020 ongoing Star Wars comic series, which was titled Operation Starlight Part 3, The Last Hope, and was written by Charles Soule, and it had art by Jim Bazzadola. It was released on February 3rd, 2021. So yeah, and I thought it was a good issue. Had some nice action and tension to it, even though I knew what the outcome was going to be, but it still was, good. But yeah, series so far, and it's been a great Lando and Lobot story, and this issue definitely moved their story along nicely. So yeah, I'll get more into that in a moment. But also more from Starlight Squadron, which I've also liked so far. Obviously not, don't get a whole lot of time, and I don't know how big they will be in the following issues, but I do hope we get more of them. But I like the issue. We're gonna get into the breakdown part of the review now, which issue starts off where the last one ended off with Tess Dameron pointing a blaster at Lando, which we're continuing on Lando just trying to talk to them about stopping what they're doing and saving Lobot, but Leia says they need the transmissions or whatever, but obviously Lando doesn't like that, so he distracts Kes and punches him and tries to disconnect the talkie droid, but Kes gets right back up and stops Lando and then takes him away. And Lando's obviously still very upset over everything, but Leia tells 3PO to continue doing what he's doing, and he finishes up and reveals that he is now fluent in the Trawak language, which the talkie droid is surprised by. So 3PO then disconnects the droid, which falls to the ground, but it makes Lobot also collapse. So Leia checks if he's still alive, and he is. So they take him to the medical center, which you then see Lando there, and tells him that he's learned a valuable lesson, and that's that the rebellion isn't going to look out for them, so they're just gonna have to look out for themselves. Which we then see Lando talking to Bib Fortuna about the rebel code, and Lando says he can't give the code to him, but he can give him the talkie droid. But he just needs to find a way to do that, to steal and whatnot. But while that was all going on, we do see Starlight Squadron, who's under attack from the Star Destroyer, the Tarkin's Will, which they get stuck in the tractor beam. But instead of trying to escape it, Wedge comes up with a plan and tells them to accelerate and then fire at the beam generators and whatnot, which then they board the Star Destroyer so they can find an astromech, so they can jump to hyperspace, which they eventually find some, but Charbay stays to get some more info from the other droids or whatever, because I guess they only need one astromech. But then she heads back to her A-Wing, which before she can get into it, gets blown up by ATST, and so then she tells Starlight Squadron to leave her behind and not, which then we see Starlight Squadron make contact with the rebels, saying how their mission went. It was mostly a failure, and that Charbay got left behind, but they do say they captured the Imperial astromech and some information there, which we see Kessa very upset and whatnot, but Leia tells him to not give up hope because she thinks Char will be okay, and then she also goes and says now that you have a working rebel code and whatever data from the astromech get, and she says that the Empire thinks they've beaten them, but they haven't, that they have everything they need, and she ends off saying that it's time for them to go on the hunt. So yeah, and that's where the issue ends off. Like I said, I've really liked Lando and Lobot in the series, and this issue, was really great for them. Still showing that it's a long way till we start to see Lando come to Lando, the Rebel General we saw in Return of the Jedi. And, that Lando and the Rebels don't earn each other's trust easily. I do quite like that. I'm also interested in seeing where Lobot will go. I wonder if he will ever get I guess fixed or whatever. But, also I quite like Starlight Squadron, which I already said, but, Shark Bay getting left behind is, we already know what the outcome's going to be. She'll be fine, because you see her later in the Shattered Empire mini-series. But, hopefully it gets resolved sooner rather than later. But it seems like it might be a few issues till then. But I thought it was a good issue. My grade is going to be a B+. So the next issue comes out next month in March. I don't remember when, but I'll be doing a review of it around then, so you can check that out. But in the meantime, you can check out all my other comic reviews, High Republic stuff, and everything else I do. But for now, I've been Stars. I'll catch you guys in the next one.